There's something, it's like primal, like sort of cavemanish, you know? Eating meat like this off the fire with a skewer. And it just feels so nice. So look, I've liked this so much that I'm on round 2. Or may have some later on, but. Hi and welcome to another episode of Eating Istanbul. Come over here. Look at this. Look at that big chunk of meat. That's what we're going to be eating today. This and another big chunk of meat later in the day. I'm with Uğur. Uğur is a local, and this is Donder Kebab. It's beef. Just look at that fat, Gökhan. Come closer. Look at that hot flame and all those chunks of meat. There we go. It's wrapping it up in a sandwich over there. We're going to have the portion today, which is just all that meat in a plate. They give you some tomatoes and peppers and onions and pickles as a side. I'm starving. Like, I haven't had breakfast. Uğur's been waiting for an hour. I gave him the wrong time, so he's been waiting for a while. But just look at this. Whoa, look at this. This is everything you'll ever need. Uğur, we're gonna go eat this. After this, by the way, we're going to have jar kebab in Sirkeci. It's lamb kebab, and it's also on like sort of a fire, but it's not vertical, it's diagonal, or horizontal, I should say. And I mean, it's also fantastic, and let's go there when we're done, and we'll see that too. Let's go, Uğur. So our doner portion has just arrived. This is 30 lira, which is about $4. I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty starving. I mean, walking through here and up here, and you've seen that big chunk of meat. I've never been here before. Uğur, have you been here before?
Yeah, I've been here before, like 2 years.
This is very good. I like this a lot. I mean, I'll be honest with you, doner isn't very expensive throughout the whole of Istanbul. 30 lira for this portion is a lot. I mean, you get the pickles and you get the tomatoes on the house and the bread, and you kind of need that just to break everything. But this is good, very good doner. Oh, when's the first time you had doner in your life? 6 months? 1 year? 2 years? Are you a bit of baby? Was it the first meat you ever eat in your life?
I remember I was 5.
You were 5. Guess what you remember. That's quite long, I mean, you know. Your mother should have started you on meat a bit earlier. But anyway, what's your take on this?
Better than I expected.
I'll be honest with you, it's better than I expected as well. I mean, I did expect it to be quite good. I just think that, I mean, on a global standard, $4 isn't too much for a chunk of meat. But by Istanbul standards, it is expensive. If this was about 2.5 lira, I mean $2.5, which would be about 16 lira, is what you may pay at a normal place, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. But because it's $4, 8 out of 10 for me. But it really is good. It's got a lot of flavor. Usually I'd have to take lots of salt and pepper, and I just have chosen not to. I'm just gonna get some pickles. I'll make a little sort of sandwich. I've finished my meal, and I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've just spent 30 lira, which is, you know, it's $4, so it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but usually for 30 lira, at most places in Istanbul, you should get a portion at least this big. I do like the doner though. I like, it's very good, it's very tasty, so I'm gonna stick with 8 out of 10, but mainly because of the price. If this was about, you know, the regular price, which you would expect to pay for a plate this size of about 18 or 20 lira, which is just less than $3, then I would go with maybe 8.5, 9 out of 10, but 8 out of 10. Or for you?
For me, it's 7 out of 10, and I can say I've been to better places.
Like many better places, or like is this one of the better places you've been to in Istanbul?
I can't say this is a very bad place or a bad place, but there are better doner kebab shops in Istanbul.
That you've had, and that are better valued as well. Look, if you are going to come to Istanbul and you want to sort of experience a very famous doner place, this is worth it. But don't come here expecting value for money. But the meat itself is very flavorful. And I mean, usually you'll see this, but usually when you go to doner kebab places, there's these long strips, and I prefer it when it's like this. It's just lots of small little pieces, very crispy, big chunk of meat. And honestly, when I came here, I was starving, and you see this big chunk of meat, and you feel good. You know, you feel like this is how I'm going to satisfy that hunger. And it speaks to it, to something inside of you, and that's fantastic. But we'll see you later. So we've arrived, Uğur and I, at Şehzade Jar Kebab, and let me show you how this is kind of the same but different. Come over here, look at that, and you can see it's different. It's horizontal, all that meat's just coming off, and then they put it on these little sticks, so this is fantastic. It's basically a portion of the jar kebab, and then we've asked for some yogurt and some salad and some esme, which is this tomato sauce, tomato paste, kind of like it's tomato and it's mixed up with parsley and onion and peppers, and it really is fantastic. It's a similar price per portion to the other place, which was 30 lira. And the other place, they kind of gave you the salads for free. We didn't get yogurt, we got ayran. But the difference is, I mean, this is lamb, which is sometimes more expensive than doner. Jar kebab on the whole is more expensive than doner kebab in most places in Turkey. But I mean, it's the only thing they sell. It's fantastic. Or this time, no, wait. So here we go. Each of us gets a plate. And this portion, it's 2 sticks basically. It's 28 lira, which is, again, it's like $4. This you get. We've also gotten yogurt. All of this is 9 lira. This is not. This is free. It's onions with sumac. This purple spice is sumac. That's 9 lira, and yogurt, which Ur is very excited about, is 9 lira as well. I'm gonna have a bit of this yogurt right now, and Ur, you can take some. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I liked the atmosphere at Karadeniz Doner because it was like, you know, street and there's a big piece of meat. But eating here at Shehzad is just a lot more relaxed. You know, I mean, you get a nice place on the table. I mean, to get a nice table outside, the food comes very quickly, hardly any wait because the meat's ready. I'm just getting everything lined up. So when I start eating, it's all in my plate and we can go. I'm just gonna initially just start off by just tasting the meat. Okay, it's really nice. It needs salt. I think it needs salt, yeah. Or lemon. Actually, I'm gonna ask for some lemon. There we go. There's Ur taking some meat. Only meat. Much better than doner. Ur likes it already. Clearly, he wasn't impressed by waiting for an hour for his small piece of meat. There we go. I've asked for some lemons because I want some lemon. I know it's an odd thing. Whenever I ask for lemon for meat, many of my Turkish friends look at me, but it's a common thing that I do. I know it's better than salt sometimes. I'm gonna have some of this too with it. Very good. There's these chunks of fat in between the lamb, and it's actually just dripped over that. And what that means is it makes the lamb just very, very tasty. And while it's roasting in all that time, you know, it just gives it a great... I'm gonna add more salt, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna take some of this. That's so good. Really good. Look, the entire meal per person is probably going to be about $5.50 before our drinks are included, which takes about $6 because of the size. And it's pure lamb. It's a decent sized portion. Ur, what's your take? You prefer this, or do you like?
I prefer this one.
Is this a case of, do you always prefer jar kebab, doner kebab, or is it just about this place and Karadeniz Doner?
Yeah, of course, I always prefer jar kebab instead of doner. And also, doner is like more a common food. Like you can find it anywhere, but jar kebab is something more of a
more special. It just adds a layer of flavor, all of these things, and it's just... I'm loving this.
What about the prices?
That whole meal with the ayran was like $5 a person, just less. This is slightly more, but we're getting all of this with, I mean, including that. And it's about the same amount of meat, I think. I think it's a good price. Also, I mean, this is what you normally pay for jar kebab in Istanbul. You're not going to find jar kebab for cheaper than this. I mean, you will, but not by much cheaper. It's so nice.
Yeah,
It's so good. Wow. You know, it's this crispiness and this fat, and it's all just coming through. I'm not having as much bread because, you know, but I mean, you kind of just need a bit of bread. The truth is, the portion size is about the same. This may look like a bit more, but it's just because this is like on sticks and that was all kind of mixed up. It's like for like, basically, in terms of price then. But this is tastier. I'm already done and Gökhan hasn't even started. So yeah. There's something, it's like primal, like sort of cavemanish, you know? Eating meat like this off the fire with a skewer. And it just feels so nice. And this has been a great meal. 28 lira, it's about $4 because we split this, it's about another, you know, probably about $6 a person for a single portion. I had 2 portions. 9 out of 10. So you say this 8, 9 out of 10. You gave the other place a 7, I gave it an 8. So let's give it a 7.5 between us. So jar kebab wins this time. What was interesting off camera when we were eating, Gökhan said he usually prefers Donder Kebab, but he actually liked the jar kebab here a lot more than the ones we just had. So this is the kebab capital of the world. Till next time, guys, enjoy yourselves. We're gonna come back with some more amazing food from Istanbul. Next time, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.